There is something happening in your energy field right now that most people will never be told about. Not tomorrow, not next week. Right now, in this moment, as you are watching this, your aura is broadcasting a signal. And that signal is either aligned with what you most deeply want, or it is running on old code, old fear, old patterns that were installed in you before you were old enough to choose them. And here is what quantum physics has been quietly confirming for decades. What the researchers in their laboratories and the mystics in their silence have both been pointing to from completely different directions. There are windows. There are actual, measurable, energetically real windows in time. Moments when the quantum field becomes unusually receptive to your signal. When the coherence between your personal electromagnetic field and the larger field of possibility is at its highest. When what you broadcast can land with a force and a precision that ordinary moments simply don't carry. And you are in one of those windows right now. I know that might sound dramatic. I know the title of this video made you feel something. Maybe urgency, maybe skepticism, maybe a quiet recognition that something has been pressing on you lately. Some feeling that time is moving differently, that something is asking to shift. That feeling is not anxiety. That feeling is your aura trying to tell you something. It is your own energy field, which is a real, measurable, quantum mechanical structure, sending you information about where you are in the larger pattern of your life. So, before we go anywhere else, I want you to do something with me right now. Just for a moment, stop whatever else your mind is doing. Take one breath, a real one, not a polite one. Let your chest open. Let your shoulders drop. And just notice, for 1 second, what is radiating from the center of your chest right now. Not what you think you should be feeling. Not what you wish you were feeling. What is actually radiating outward from you in this moment? That radiation is real. The HeartMath Institute has spent decades measuring it. Your heart generates an electromagnetic field that extends several feet beyond your body in every direction. A torus-shaped field of living information that broadcasts your actual frequency to everything and everyone around you, and to the quantum field itself. This is not metaphor. This is not spiritual poetry. This is physics. Your heart is a biological electromagnetic generator, and the field it creates is the primary signal your aura sends into the world. And right now, that field is either coherent or it is fragmented. It is either broadcasting a clear, strong, intentional signal, or it is broadcasting the static of unprocessed emotion, unconscious fear, and patterns you inherited from people who were themselves broadcasting unconsciously. Today, we are going to talk about what it actually means that there are quantum windows in time, why this particular window is real, and why it matters for your energy field specifically, what your aura has been doing while you weren't watching, and how to step into conscious radiance right now. Not someday, not when you've done enough work, not when you feel ready, but now, in this window, while it is open. Because here is the thing about windows. They open and they close. And the people who act when the window is open are not special. They are not more gifted or more spiritual or more deserving. They are simply the ones who understood what the window was, recognized it when it appeared, and chose to step through it consciously rather than watch it from the other side of the glass. You have been glowing your whole life. Today, I am going to show you how to glow on purpose. Let's begin with what quantum physics actually says about time, because the word quantum gets thrown around a lot, and I want you to have the real thing, the actual science, because your aura deserves to be grounded in truth, not just in beautiful language. Quantum mechanics, at its most foundational level, describes reality not as a fixed, predetermined sequence of events, but as a field of probabilities, a vast, shimmering web of potential outcomes, any of which can become real depending on certain conditions. This is not a fringe idea. This is the bedrock of modern physics, confirmed by over a century of experimental evidence. The double-slit experiment, which every physics student encounters, demonstrated something that should have fundamentally changed how we understand ourselves and our place in reality. The act of observation collapses probability into actuality. The mere presence of a measuring device, a conscious observer, changes which outcome manifests from the quantum field. What this means for you, for your aura, for your personal energy field, is staggering when you follow it to its logical conclusion. You are not a passive receiver of reality. You are a participant in its construction. Your consciousness, specifically the electromagnetic field generated by your heart and nervous system, which is the physical carrier of your conscious state, is interacting with the quantum field at every moment. You are always observing. You are always collapsing probability into actuality. The question is not whether you are doing this. The question is what signal you are broadcasting while you do it. Now, here is where the concept of quantum windows becomes precise rather than metaphorical. In quantum physics, there is a phenomenon called quantum coherence. Coherence describes a state in which quantum particles or systems are synchronized, vibrating in phase with each other, their wave functions aligned, their information exchange maximized. When a system is coherent, it operates with extraordinary efficiency. Energy flows without resistance. Information transmits with perfect fidelity. Outcomes that would be statistically improbable in an incoherent system become not just possible, but likely. Your heart, when it is in a state of coherence, when your heart rate variability shows that smooth, rhythmic sine wave pattern that the heart math researchers call heart coherence, generates an electromagnetic field that is itself coherent. And a coherent field interacts with the quantum field in a fundamentally different way than an incoherent one. It doesn't just broadcast, it broadcasts clearly. It doesn't just observe, it observes with precision. It doesn't just participate in the collapse of probability into actuality. It participates with intention. This is the science behind what every wisdom tradition has described as auspicious timing, sacred windows, moments of grace. These are not superstitions. They are descriptions, in the language available to the people who experience them, of real quantum phenomena. Moments when the coherence between personal fields and the larger field of possibility is elevated. When the signal-to-noise ratio of your broadcast is at its highest. When the quantum field is, in a very precise sense, more receptive to conscious intention than it is at ordinary times. And you are in one of those moments right now. I want to be careful here, because I am not telling you that the universe has a calendar, that some cosmic administrator has scheduled a deadline for your transformation. The urgency in this window is not external. It is internal. It is the urgency of your own energy field, which has been building toward something, which has been accumulating coherence through every practice you've done, every moment of genuine self-awareness, every time you chose presence over reactivity, every time you felt that quiet pull toward something larger than your current circumstances. That accumulation has been happening whether you noticed it or not. And right now, in this moment, the conditions in your own field are aligned in a way that makes conscious action extraordinarily potent. The window is not the universe telling you to hurry. The window is your own aura, telling you it is ready. Let me show you what your aura has been doing while you weren't watching. Because this is the part that changes everything. Most people go through their entire lives radiating unconsciously. This is not a criticism. It is simply the default state of a human being who has not yet been shown their own energy field. You were born into a world that did not teach you about your aura. You were taught about your behavior, your thoughts, your words, your actions. But almost no one sat you down and said, "Here is the electromagnetic field that surrounds your body. Here is how it broadcasts your actual state to the quantum field. Here is how what you radiate determines what can reach you, what is drawn to you, what is repelled from you, what reality assembles around you." So you radiated what you were given. You broadcast the patterns of the people who raised you. You transmitted the frequencies of your environment, your culture, your early experiences of love and fear and belonging and rejection, not because you chose those frequencies, but because that is what was loaded into your system before you had the capacity to choose. Here is what those unconscious broadcasts look like in energetic terms. When your nervous system is in a chronic, low-grade state of threat, which, for most people who grew up in environments of emotional unpredictability, financial stress, or relational instability, is simply the baseline. Your heart field broadcasts a fragmented, incoherent signal. The electromagnetic waves it generates are irregular, jagged, out of phase with each other. And this incoherence is not just an internal experience. It is an external broadcast. The quantum field receives it. Other people's nervous systems detect it, not consciously, but through the resonance between their own electromagnetic fields and yours. And the quantum field, which responds to the pattern of your signal, assembles reality around that pattern. What does reality assembled around an incoherent signal look like? It looks like relationships that start with promise and collapse into the same patterns you've always known. It looks like opportunities that appear and then dissolve before you can fully grasp them. It looks like a persistent feeling that you are working very hard, but not quite arriving. That the things you most want are always just slightly out of reach. It looks like protection mechanisms that were built for an old environment showing up in a new one, pushing away exactly the things you've been calling in. This is not bad luck. This is not fate. This is your aura, broadcasting what it was given, and reality responding faithfully to that broadcast. But here is what changes everything. And I want you to feel this, rather than just understand it intellectually. A conscious broadcast is infinitely more powerful than an unconscious one. The moment you become aware of what your field is radiating, the moment you can see your own signal, you gain the capacity to consciously choose a different frequency. And a consciously chosen frequency, backed by genuine feeling, genuine intention, genuine heart coherence, is not marginally more powerful than an unconscious one. It is categorically different. It is the difference between a radio transmitter broadcasting static and that same transmitter broadcasting a clear, strong, intentional signal on a precise frequency. The quantum field responds to both, but what it assembles around them is completely different. You have always been the transmitter. You have always been broadcasting. The only question was whether you were broadcasting consciously or not. And right now, in this window, you are becoming conscious. You are watching this video, which means something in your energy field already knew it was time. Something in your aura was already reaching toward this understanding. You didn't find this by accident. Your field called this in. That's your aura, already working for you, even before you fully understood how. If this is landing for you, if you can feel your field responding to what we are moving through together, go ahead and like this video and subscribe so we can keep exploring this together. Now, I want to tell you a story, because some truths land deeper through narrative than through explanation. And this truth, the truth of what happens when someone steps into conscious radiance at exactly the right moment, is one of those. Her name was Miriam, and she had been waiting for the right time her entire adult life. She was not a passive person. She was, in fact, extraordinarily capable, the kind of person others turned to in a crisis, the kind of person who could see solutions to problems that stumped everyone else, the kind of person whose presence in a room shifted the energy of the room, though she would have been embarrassed to say so. She had built a life that looked from the outside like success, a career that paid well, a home that was beautiful, a circle of people who genuinely cared for her. But there was something she had been carrying for years. A project, a calling, really, that she kept almost beginning. She had the idea. She had the skills. She had, if she was honest with herself, the resources. What she did not have, or what she told herself she did not have, was the right time. She would begin when things settled down at work. She would begin when she had saved a little more. She would begin when she felt more confident, more ready, more certain that the timing was right. What Miriam did not know, because no one had ever shown her, was that her aura was broadcasting her waiting. Her electromagnetic field, shaped by years of almost beginning, was radiating a frequency of perpetual preparation. And the quantum field, faithfully responding to her signal, kept assembling circumstances that felt like they required just a little more preparation before she could begin. She was not lazy. She was not afraid, or at least she did not experience herself as afraid. She was simply radiating the frequency of not yet, and reality was answering not yet in return. Then, something happened that Miriam would later describe as a crack in her usual way of seeing. She was sitting in a park on an ordinary afternoon, and she noticed a child, maybe 4 years old, who had found a puddle. The child had no strategy for the puddle, no assessment of whether the timing was right, no calculation of what might happen if the puddle turned out to be deeper than it looked. The child simply stepped in with complete, total, luminous presence. And the joy on that child's face was not the joy of someone who had finally found the right moment. It was the joy of someone who understood in their whole body that the only moment is this one. Something in Miriam's chest cracked open. She sat on that bench for a long time after the child and the parent had moved on. And in that sitting, in that quiet, she felt something she had not felt in years. A warmth spreading outward from her heart. A sense of her own energy field expanding. A quality of light around her that she could not explain, but could absolutely feel. She did not know the language of auras or quantum fields, but she felt her signal change. She felt something in her broadcast shift from not yet to now. She went home that afternoon and began. Not perfectly, not with everything in place, not with certainty about the outcome. She began with the tools she had, in the conditions that existed, at the only time that ever actually exists, which is now. And what happened next was not magic, though it felt like it. What happened was that reality began assembling around her new signal. People appeared who were exactly what her project needed. Resources emerged from directions she had not anticipated. Doors opened that she had not even known to knock on, not because the universe had been waiting for her to be ready, but because her aura had shifted from broadcasting not yet to broadcasting now, and the quantum field, which had always been ready to respond to a clear signal, responded. Miriam's window had been open for years. She had simply been standing at the glass, looking through it, waiting for the right moment to step through. The right moment was always now. She just needed to feel it. Your window is open right now, and I want to show you exactly how to step through it. This is the first radiance practice I want to offer you today, and I want you to actually do it, not listen to it, not think about it, not save it for later. Do it right now, while your field is already activated by what we've been moving through together. This practice is called the coherence signal, and it is based directly on the heart coherence protocols developed by the HeartMath Institute, which have been validated in hundreds of peer-reviewed studies. What those studies show, consistently and measurably, is that when you bring your heart into coherence, when you generate that smooth, rhythmic, electromagnetic field, your entire system shifts. Your nervous system moves from sympathetic activation, which is the threat response, into parasympathetic regulation, which is the state of openness, receptivity, and creative power. Your brain waves synchronize with your heart waves. Your immune system strengthens. Your intuition sharpens. And your aura, your personal electromagnetic field, becomes coherent, clear, and extraordinarily powerful as a broadcast. Here is how to do it. Place one hand on your heart, not as a gesture, as a genuine act of attention. Feel the warmth of your hand on your chest. Feel, if you can, the subtle movement of your heartbeat. Bring your awareness fully into that space. Now breathe as if your breath is moving directly through your heart. Inhale slowly. 4 counts, 5 counts, whatever feels natural. And imagine the breath entering through the center of your chest. Exhale slowly, the same length or longer. And imagine the breath leaving through your heart. Not through your nose, not through your lungs, though of course, that is where the air is actually moving. But your attention, your awareness, your focus is on the heart. Breathe through your heart. Do this for just a few breaths. Let your rhythm slow and smooth. You are not forcing anything. You are simply giving your heart's electromagnetic generator the conditions it needs to shift into coherence. Now, while maintaining that slow, heart-centered breath, bring to mind, or better, bring to your heart, a genuine feeling of appreciation. Not a thought about appreciation. Not a mental acknowledgement that you have things to be grateful for. a feeling. Find something real. Something small is fine. Something enormous is fine. And let the actual feeling of appreciation or warmth or love move through your chest as you breathe. This is the key. The HeartMath research shows that it is not the thought of a positive emotion that shifts the field. It is the felt experience of it. The emotion is the signal. The emotion is what your heart encodes into its electromagnetic field and broadcasts outward. When you genuinely feel appreciation, your heart field shifts into coherence. When your heart field is coherent, your aura is coherent. When your aura is coherent, you are broadcasting a clear, powerful, intentional signal to the quantum field. Stay here for as long as you like. 30 seconds is meaningful. 3 minutes is transformative. But even 30 seconds of genuine heart coherence changes your broadcast. Even 30 seconds of conscious radiance is categorically different from 30 seconds of unconscious static. Feel your field right now. Notice what is radiating from you in this moment. That warmth, that expansion, that quality of light. That is your aura in coherence. That is your signal, clear and strong, reaching outward through the quantum field. That is not imagination. That is your electromagnetic signature. And I want to pause here and ask you something. Have you ever felt a moment like this before? A moment when your aura shifted so noticeably that the room around you felt different? Or someone responded to you in a way that surprised you? Or you walked into a space and something in the energy changed? Drop it in the comments. I genuinely want to know when you first felt your own field activate, because those moments matter. And sharing them here adds to the coherence of everyone watching. Now let's go deeper into what your aura is actually doing, because there are layers here that most people never learn about their own energy field. And each layer you understand becomes a layer you can consciously work with. Your aura is not a single field. It is a nested series of fields, each generated by a different aspect of your biology and consciousness, each broadcasting on a different range of frequencies, each interacting with the quantum field in its own specific way. The innermost layer, the one closest to your body, is generated primarily by your nervous system. The complex electromagnetic activity of billions of neurons firing in patterns that encode your current state of consciousness. This field is dense, immediate, and highly responsive to your moment-to-moment thoughts and sensations. When you are fully present, this field is vibrant and clear. When you are lost in rumination or anxiety, this field becomes tangled and static-filled. This is the layer of your aura that other people encounter when they are physically close to you. The quality of presence you carry, the feeling of being near you, the immediate energetic impression you make. The second layer, extending further from your body, is generated primarily by your heart, that toroidal electromagnetic field that the heart math researchers have measured, extending up to several feet in all directions. This is the most powerful layer of your aura in terms of its interaction with the quantum field, because the heart generates the strongest electromagnetic field in the body, approximately 60 times stronger in amplitude than the brain's electromagnetic field, and detectable several feet away with sensitive magnetometers. This is the layer that carries the deepest information about who you actually are, not who you think you are, not who you present yourself as being, but the actual frequency of your lived experience, your emotional truth, your genuine state of being. You cannot fake this layer. You can smile when you are afraid, and your facial muscles will cooperate. You can say words of confidence when you feel uncertain, and your voice will produce those words. But your heart field broadcasts what is actually happening in your emotional body. It encodes the truth of your experience into its electromagnetic signal, and that signal reaches other people's nervous systems and the quantum field with perfect fidelity. This is why people can feel when something is off, even when everything looks fine. This is why the person who is performing positivity feels different from the person who is genuinely at peace. The heart fields tell the truth, even when the surface presentation doesn't. The third layer, and this is the one that most people have never been told about, extends even further, and its generation involves something more subtle than the measurable electromagnetic activity of your heart and nervous system. This is the layer that most spiritual traditions have described as the higher aspects of the aura, the causal field, the field of pure potential. In quantum mechanical terms, this layer corresponds to what physicist David Bohm called the implicate order, the deeper, enfolded level of reality from which the explicate, observable world unfolds. Your consciousness, at its deepest level, participates in this implicate order. Your awareness itself, not just your brain activity, not just your heart field, but the pure fact of your conscious presence, interacts with the quantum field at the level of the implicate order. This is the layer where intention operates. This is where the decision to become conscious of your signal, the very decision you are in the process of making right now, has its most profound effect. Because at this level, consciousness is not separate from the quantum field it observes. Consciousness and the quantum field are aspects of the same underlying reality. And the quality of your consciousness, its clarity, its coherence, its degree of presence, directly affects the structure of the quantum field in your immediate vicinity. What this means practically is that your aura, in its full depth, is not just an electromagnetic field that interacts with the quantum field from the outside. Your aura, at its deepest layer, is part of the quantum field. You are not separate from the field of potential that surrounds you. You are a localized, conscious, self-aware expression of that field. And when you become conscious of your own signal, when you move from unconscious to conscious radiance, you are not just changing what you broadcast. You are changing how the field itself is organized in your presence. This is why conscious radiance is not marginally more powerful than unconscious radiance. This is why a person in genuine heart coherence, broadcasting a clear and intentional signal, does not just attract better circumstances. They literally restructure the quantum field around them. They change what is possible in their vicinity. They become, in a very precise quantum mechanical sense, a different kind of attractor, drawing toward them a different class of outcomes, a different quality of experience, a different reality. Your light is on. It has always been on. But when you become conscious of your light, you don't just shine brighter, you shine differently. You shine with direction. You shine with intention. You shine in a way that the quantum field can respond to with precision, rather than just reflecting your unconscious patterns back to you. What we're touching here is one layer of something much larger. And if you feel something opening in your chest right now, that recognition is exactly where the remembering field begins. A complete 7-movement journey from unconscious broadcast to conscious, coherent radiance, grounded in the quantum mechanics of your actual electromagnetic field, walking you through the dimmed signal, the laser principle, the signal return practice, and all the way into what happens when fields like yours remember together. It was written for precisely this moment in your understanding, and it's linked in the pinned comment below. Now let me show you something about the specific nature of this window, because I want to be precise about what makes this moment different from any other moment you might have watched a video about energy and thought, yes, I should do something about that. There is a concept in quantum physics called tunneling. Quantum tunneling is the phenomenon by which a particle can pass through a barrier that, according to classical physics, it should not be able to penetrate. The particle doesn't go over the barrier. It doesn't break through it. It passes through it, through a mechanism that only makes sense in quantum terms. A mechanism that depends on the wave nature of the particle, on the coherence of its quantum state, and on the specific conditions of the barrier it is encountering. Quantum tunneling is not rare. It is essential. It is how the sun generates energy through nuclear fusion. It is how enzymes catalyze biological reactions. It is how your DNA replicates. Without quantum tunneling, life as we know it would not be possible. But tunneling only happens under specific conditions. The particle must be in the right quantum state. The barrier must be of the right kind. The wave function must be coherent enough to extend through the barrier, rather than simply being reflected back. I want you to think about the barriers in your life, the places where you have been pushing against something that does not yield, where you have been trying to force your way through circumstances that seem impenetrable, where you have been applying more and more effort to a problem that does not respond to effort. These are not walls. These are barriers. And barriers, in quantum terms, are not absolute. They are probabilistic. The question is not whether you can get through. The question is whether your wave function, your personal quantum state, your aura's coherence, is sufficient to tunnel through rather than being reflected back. When your aura is in coherence, when your signal is clear and strong and consciously directed, the probability of quantum tunneling through the barriers in your life increases dramatically. Not because the barriers disappear, but because your wave function, in a state of coherence, extends through them in a way that an incoherent wave function cannot. The window that is open right now is a window of coherence. It is a moment when the conditions are aligned for your personal quantum state to be at its highest coherence, when the barriers that have been reflecting you back are thinner, and the probability of tunneling through is elevated, when the effort you put into conscious radiance right now will carry a force that the same effort at a less coherent moment would not. This is what every wisdom tradition has pointed to when it speaks of auspicious timing, not superstition, not arbitrary divine scheduling, real quantum mechanics expressed in the language of lived human experience. Your window is open. Your field is ready. The barrier is thinner right now than it has been in a long time. What are you going to tunnel through? I want to talk about something that most people in this space are not willing to say clearly, because it is uncomfortable and it requires honesty, and it is this: the primary thing that dims your aura is not external. It is not the people around you, though they can certainly affect your field. It is not your circumstances, though circumstances create conditions. The primary thing that dims your aura is your own unexamined patterns, the unconscious broadcasts that run on autopilot, the emotional frequencies you default to when you are not consciously choosing, the stories about yourself and your life that you have been repeating so long that they have become the background signal of your entire energy field. These are not character flaws. They are not evidence that you are broken or spiritually underdeveloped or less than. They are simply old code, programs that were installed in your system, often in childhood, often in response to real experiences that required you to adapt, and that have been running ever since, because no one showed you how to update them. Here is what old code looks like in aura terms. Old code of unworthiness broadcasts a frequency that says, "I am not quite enough." And the quantum field responds by assembling circumstances that confirm that frequency, opportunities that almost materialize, relationships that almost commit, recognition that almost arrives. Not because you deserve this, but because your field is broadcasting the frequency of almost, and the quantum field is faithful to your signal. Old code of chronic vigilance, the pattern installed by an environment where you had to be always alert, always ready for the next disruption, broadcasts a frequency of low-grade threat. And the quantum field responds by assembling circumstances that require vigilance, not because the world is dangerous, but because your field is broadcasting the frequency of danger, and reality assembles around your broadcast. Old code of separation, the pattern of feeling fundamentally alone, fundamentally other, fundamentally not quite belonging, broadcasts a frequency of isolation, and the quantum field responds by assembling circumstances that confirm that isolation. Even when you are surrounded by people who love you, even when you are, by any objective measure, connected and supported. The field broadcasts separation, and reality answers with the feeling of it. I am not telling you this to make you feel responsible for your suffering in a way that adds shame to pain. I am telling you this because the moment you can see the old code, the moment you can recognize the pattern that is running, you gain the power to change it. And changing old code in your aura is not the long, painful, effortful process that most people imagine it to be. It is not years of therapy, though therapy has its place. It is not endless processing of every wound, though feeling your feelings matters. It is something more direct and more immediate than that. It is a change of frequency. Because your aura is not a recording of your past. It is a living, dynamic, moment-to-moment broadcast. And while the patterns that shape it were installed in the past, the broadcast is always happening now, right now, in this moment. Which means the moment you consciously choose a different frequency, genuinely, feelingly, in your body and your heart, and not just in your mind, your broadcast changes. Now, not after you've processed everything, not after you've healed every wound. Now. This is the radical truth of quantum radiance. You don't need to fix your past to change your broadcast. You need to change your broadcast now. The past is not broadcasting. You are broadcasting. And you can choose what you broadcast in this moment, regardless of what was broadcast before. Your light is not diminished by your history. Your history is simply what shaped the lens through which your light has been shining. And you can clean the lens. You can clarify it. You can, in a single moment of genuine heart coherence, shift the quality of your broadcast in a way that begins immediately to change what reality assembles around you. Let's do the second radiance practice together now, because what I just described requires more than intellectual understanding. It requires a felt shift in your field, and I want to give you the tool to make that shift right now. This practice is called the signal reset, and it works by using the body, your actual physical body, which is itself a quantum instrument, to interrupt the old pattern and install a new frequency. Start by standing up if you can. If you can't stand, sit up straight, both feet on the floor. Let your body be vertical, spine long, head floating above your shoulders. This posture matters. It is not arbitrary. A vertical spine allows your nervous system to function with less compression, which directly affects the quality of your electromagnetic field. Your posture is part of your broadcast. Now take 3 deep breaths, each one longer and slower than the last. With each exhale, make a sound, not a word, a sound. The sound of release. Whatever comes naturally, a sigh, a hum, a low tone. Let your body make the sound it wants to make. This is not performance. This is your nervous system using sound as a regulatory tool, which is something it knows how to do naturally when you give it permission. After the 3 breaths, place both hands on your heart. Feel the warmth. Feel the weight of your own hands, the realness of your own body, the fact that you are here, alive, present, in this moment. Now I want you to name, silently, internally, one pattern in your life that you know is old code. One frequency you have been broadcasting that you did not consciously choose. One story that has been running in your field that is not true of who you actually are. You don't need to analyze it. You don't need to understand its origins. Just name it. Feel it as a frequency, not as a story, not as a memory, but as a vibration in your body, a tension somewhere, a weight in your chest, or your gut, or your throat. Feel it. Let yourself actually feel it for just a moment, not to dwell in it, not to reinforce it, but to see it clearly, because you cannot change what you cannot see. And seeing it, truly seeing it, is the first act of conscious radiance. Now, with your hands still on your heart, with your awareness fully in your body, make a choice. Not a mental decision, a felt, embodied, energetic choice. The choice to broadcast something different. The choice to let this old frequency be what it was. A pattern, an adaptation, something that served you once and no longer does, and to release it from your active broadcast. You don't have to heal it right now. You don't have to understand it completely. You just have to choose not to broadcast it in this moment. That is enough. That is more than enough. That is everything. Now bring back the feeling of appreciation from the first practice. Let it rise in your chest. Let it expand outward. Feel your heart field shifting into coherence. Feel your aura clarifying, the static clearing, the signal strengthening, the broadcast becoming clean and intentional and yours. This is your signal. This is your frequency. This is what your aura looks like when it is broadcasting who you actually are, rather than who you were trained to believe you were. Feel that. Remember that. Because that feeling, that quality of expansion and warmth and clarity in your chest, is the feeling of your aura in conscious radiance. And you can return to it anytime, not as a practice you do once and then forget, as a way of being, as your default broadcast, as the frequency you choose to radiate, because it is the truest expression of what you actually are. What you radiate, reality assembles around. Now let's go even deeper, because there is a layer of aura mechanics that I have been building toward. And now that your field is open and your signal is clear, you are ready to receive it fully. There is something called quantum entanglement, and it is one of the most extraordinary and least understood phenomena in all of physics. Quantum entanglement occurs when two particles interact in such a way that their quantum states become correlated, linked, regardless of the distance between them. Once entangled, a change in the state of one particle is instantaneously reflected in the state of the other, no matter how far apart they are. Einstein called this spooky action at a distance, and he was deeply uncomfortable with it, because it seemed to violate everything classical physics understood about the limits of influence and communication. But entanglement is real. It has been confirmed in experiments conducted across distances of hundreds of miles. It is not a theoretical curiosity. It is a fundamental feature of quantum reality. What does entanglement have to do with your aura? Everything. Every interaction you have ever had, every relationship, every meaningful connection, every moment of genuine contact between your energy field and another's creates a form of quantum entanglement. Not a metaphorical entanglement, a real correlation between fields, a real linking of quantum states that persists across time and distance. The people you love, the places that have shaped you, the experiences that have most deeply touched your energy field. All of these have left quantum correlations in your aura that are still active, still influencing your broadcast, still affecting what you are radiating right now. Some of these entanglements are beautiful. They are the reason you can think of someone you love and feel a warmth in your chest, even when they are far away. They are the reason certain places feel like home, even when you visit them for the first time. They are the reason that when someone who loves you deeply thinks of you, you sometimes feel a sudden, inexplicable sense of being held. But some of these entanglements are limiting. They are the quantum correlations formed in experiences of pain, of fear, of loss, of betrayal. Correlations that are still active in your field, still affecting your broadcast, still drawing your aura toward the frequencies of those old experiences, even when the experiences themselves are long past. This is one of the most important things to understand about your aura, and it is something that most people in this space either don't know or don't say clearly. Your aura is not just broadcasting your current state. It is broadcasting the sum of all your active quantum correlations. It is radiating not just who you are right now, but who you have been in every significant experience that left an energetic imprint in your field. This is why you can do all the right things. Think positive thoughts, say affirmations, visualize what you want, and still find that reality assembles around patterns you thought you had transcended. Because the surface of your field has shifted, but the deeper quantum correlations are still active, still broadcasting, still drawing reality toward the frequencies they encode. The way to work with quantum entanglement in your aura is not to try to sever the correlations. You cannot, and the attempt to do so often strengthens them. The way to work with them is to change the quality of the correlation, to shift the frequency of the entanglement from one of pain or fear or lack to one of integration, completion, and peace. This is what forgiveness does at the quantum level. Not forgiveness as a moral obligation, not forgiveness as pretending something didn't hurt, but forgiveness as a genuine energetic shift, a conscious decision to change the frequency of a quantum correlation from one that keeps you locked in the past to one that frees your broadcast for the present. When you genuinely forgive, not perform forgiveness, but actually shift the feeling in your body about a past experience, you are changing the quantum correlation in your aura. You are updating the entanglement. You are freeing your broadcast from the gravitational pull of that old frequency. This is also what integration does. When you can hold a painful experience not as something that happened to you and still defines you, but as something that happened, that shaped you, that you have moved through and learned from and are no longer defined by. When you can feel that shift in your body, that change in the quality of the memory in your chest, you have changed the quantum correlation. You have updated the entanglement. You have freed that bandwidth in your aura for a new broadcast. The window that is open right now is a window for exactly this kind of quantum updating. The conditions in your field right now, the coherence you have been building through this video, the openness that comes from genuine self-seeing, the activation of your heart field through the practices we have done together, create precisely the conditions in which quantum correlations can be updated most efficiently. The barriers to this kind of energetic updating are thinner right now. Your field is more fluid, more receptive to conscious restructuring than it is in ordinary moments. This is the emergency that quantum physics is sending you, not a warning of disaster, not a deadline imposed from outside. an invitation, an urgent, loving, precisely timed invitation to update your quantum correlations, to clear the old entanglements that have been limiting your broadcast, to free your aura, to radiate the frequency of who you actually are, rather than the accumulated frequencies of who you have been. The window closes, not because the universe takes it away. It closes because your field returns to its habitual coherence level. The ordinary conditions of daily life reassert themselves, and the opportunity for this particular kind of quantum updating passes. Not forever. Windows open again. But this window, this specific alignment of conditions in your field, this moment of elevated coherence and openness and readiness, this one closes tonight. And you are in it right now. I want to tell you about someone else. His name was Elias, and he had spent the better part of a decade trying to understand why his professional life kept hitting the same ceiling. He was talented. Everyone who worked with him knew it. He had ideas that were genuinely brilliant, a capacity for seeing connections that others missed, a natural ability to inspire people with his vision. And yet, at a certain level of success, things always stalled. Projects that had been building momentum would lose their energy. Partnerships that had seemed perfectly aligned would develop friction and dissolve. Opportunities that had appeared solid would turn out to have been built on sand. Elias had done a lot of work on himself. He had read extensively. He had worked with coaches and mentors. He had examined his beliefs and his patterns and his stories about success and deserving and visibility. And he had made real progress, genuine, meaningful progress in his self-understanding. But the ceiling remained. What Elias had not examined, because no one had shown him how, was his quantum entanglement field. Specifically, the deep correlation in his aura that had been formed when he was 12 years old, and his father, a man of genuine intelligence and deep frustration, had told him with quiet certainty that people like them, meaning people from their background, their neighborhood, their circumstances, did not get to be the ones at the top. That was for other people. The best they could do was be useful to those people, be valuable to those people, but never be those people. Elias had consciously rejected this belief. He had worked through it intellectually. He had replaced it with better beliefs, more empowering stories, more accurate assessments of his actual capacities and his actual possibilities. But the quantum correlation was still active in his field. The entanglement formed in that 12-year-old moment, the moment when his father's certainty had met his own open, receptive, trusting heart and left an energetic imprint, was still broadcasting. Not loudly, not consciously, but persistently, reliably, at the level of his deep field, the part that the quantum field reads most faithfully. And so, at a certain level of success, precisely the level where he would have to become one of those people, where he would have to occupy the kind of visibility and authority that his 12-year-old self had been told was not for him. His field would broadcast the old correlation. And reality, faithful to his signal, would assemble circumstances that confirmed it. The ceiling was not external. It was a quantum correlation in his own aura. The shift happened for Elias not through more intellectual work, but through a moment of genuine, embodied, felt integration. He was sitting quietly one evening, doing a heart coherence practice, and he found himself thinking about his father, not with the usual mixture of love and frustration, but with something new, with genuine compassion, with the understanding that his father's certainty about what was possible for people like them had itself been a quantum correlation, inherited from his father and his father's father, passed down through generations of people who had genuinely been limited by circumstances that were not of their choosing. His father had not tried to limit him. His father had tried to protect him from the pain of wanting something that, in his father's experience, was not available. It was an act of love expressed through the only frequency his father had available. In that moment of genuine compassion, not performed compassion, not intellectual forgiveness, but the actual felt shift in his chest from pain and frustration to warmth and understanding, Elias changed the quantum correlation. He updated the entanglement. He freed that bandwidth in his aura from the frequency of not for people like us, and filled it in that moment of open heart coherence with the frequency of I am exactly the kind of person this is for. The ceiling lifted, not immediately in his external circumstances, though those shifted significantly in the months that followed, but immediately in his field, immediately in the quality of his broadcast, immediately in what he was radiating to the quantum field and to everyone whose field interacted with his. He did not become a different person. He became a more complete version of himself. He became someone whose aura was broadcasting the full truth of who he was, rather than the truth of who he was filtered through an old correlation that had never been his to carry. Your ceiling, wherever it is a quantum correlation. And this window is for exactly this kind of updating. What is the correlation in your field that you already know about? The one you have been working around, working through, trying to think your way past, that has not yet shifted at the level of your actual felt experience. You know what it is. Your body knows. Your aura knows. It is the thing that tightens in your chest when you get close to a certain level of what you want. It is the frequency that activates when the stakes feel real. It is the old entanglement that your conscious mind has processed, but your deep field is still broadcasting. Feel it right now, not to dwell in it, to see it, to acknowledge it, to say with genuine warmth rather than judgment, I see you. I know where you came from. I know why you are here. And I am ready to update you. That acknowledgement, made with genuine feeling, is the beginning of the quantum update. That is the signal to your field that you are ready to change the correlation. That is the moment the entanglement begins to shift. And in this window, with your field in the elevated coherence it is in right now, that shift can happen with a speed and a completeness that ordinary moments don't allow. Let's do the third practice together. This one is called the quantum update, and it is the most powerful of the three we will do today. Find a comfortable position. If you have been standing, sit down. If you have been sitting, you may want to lie down if that is possible. Let your body be fully supported. Let gravity do its work. Let your muscles release. Take a few breaths, slower and deeper than your normal breath. And with each exhale, let your body become heavier, more relaxed, more fully resting in this moment. Now bring your awareness to your heart. Place your hand there if that helps. Feel the warmth. Feel the beat. Feel the living reality of this instrument that is generating your aura in every moment. From this place of heart awareness, let the quantum correlation you identified, the old entanglement, the ceiling, the frequency you inherited rather than chose, let it come forward. Not as a story, as a feeling, as a vibration in your body. Let it be present, without judgment, without resistance, without the need to fix it, or change it, or make it go away. Just let it be here, in your awareness, in your field, seen clearly for what it is. Now, holding that feeling with one part of your awareness, bring another part of your awareness to the feeling of compassion. Not for yourself, though that matters, but for whoever installed this correlation in your field. for the person or the experience or the circumstance that created this entanglement. Feel, if you can, the genuine understanding that this correlation came from a real place, a real experience, a real moment of pain or fear or limitation that was not imagined. It was real, and it left a real imprint. Let compassion and the old correlation exist simultaneously in your field. This is the key. Not replacing one with the other. Holding both at the same time. The old frequency and the new frequency of compassion, both present, both real, both acknowledged. What happens when you hold both is that the quantum correlation begins to shift. The entanglement begins to update. The old frequency, which has been sustained partly by your resistance to it, by the energy you have put into fighting it, or denying it, or trying to think past it, loses the energy that your resistance was feeding it. And the new frequency, compassion, integration, completion, begins to fill the space. Stay here as long as you need. There is no rush. The window is open. You have time. When you feel a shift, even a small one, even just a slight softening in the feeling in your chest, that is the quantum update happening. That is the correlation changing. That is your aura updating its broadcast. Take a deep breath. Let it fill your whole body. And as you exhale, feel your field expanding outward, cleaner, clearer, more coherent, more truly yours than it was before you began. Your signal is updating. Your broadcast is shifting. Your aura is becoming more fully an expression of who you actually are. Welcome to your own light. Now let's talk about what happens after the window, because this is important, and it is something that most people don't prepare for. When you step through a quantum window, when you make a genuine shift in your energy field, when you update a significant quantum correlation, when you move from unconscious to conscious radiance in a meaningful way, there is often a period of adjustment that follows. The quantum field has received your new signal. Reality has begun to assemble around the new frequency. But the old patterns in your external circumstances, the relationships, the situations, the structures that were built around your old broadcast, have not yet caught up. This gap between the new signal and the old circumstances is where most people lose their window. They feel the shift. They feel the expansion. They feel the new frequency in their field. And then they look at their external circumstances and see that nothing has changed yet. And they conclude that the shift wasn't real, that the practice didn't work, that they are back to to where they started. And in that conclusion, in that contraction, back into the old frequency, they undo the update. They return to the old broadcast. And the quantum field, faithful to their signal, returns to assembling the old reality. The gap is not evidence that the shift didn't happen. The gap is the natural lag between a change in signal and a change in the assembled reality. Reality doesn't change instantaneously when your broadcast changes. It changes progressively as the new signal accumulates coherence over time, as the quantum field receives enough of the new frequency to begin restructuring the probability landscape around you. The way to hold your window, to keep it open, to sustain the new broadcast long enough for reality to catch up, is to anchor the new frequency in your body, not just in your mind, where it can be easily overridden by the evidence of unchanged circumstances. In your body, in your felt experience, in the physical, somatic reality of what the new frequency feels like when it is active in your field. This is why the practices matter. Not as one-time events, as anchors, as ways of returning again and again to the felt experience of your aura in conscious radiance, until that feeling becomes your default, until the new frequency becomes the background signal of your field, rather than something you have to consciously generate, until the coherent broadcast is what you radiate naturally, because it is what you have practiced enough times that your body knows how to return to it without effort. The window is not just tonight. The window is tonight. And then tomorrow morning, when you wake up and choose to return to this frequency before the day's demands pull you back into the old patterns. The window is the practice you do the day after tomorrow, and the week after that, and the month after that, each time returning to the felt experience of your aura in coherence, each time anchoring the new broadcast a little more deeply into your body's default state. The urgency of tonight is real. The shift you make in this window will carry a force and a precision that ordinary moments don't provide. But the window is also a beginning, not an ending. It is the moment you step through the door, not the moment you arrive at the destination. What you do after tonight is what determines whether the quantum update becomes permanent or whether it fades back into the old pattern. And what you do after tonight is simple. You practice. You return to your heart. You feel your field. You choose your broadcast consciously again and again, until conscious radiance is not something you do, but something you are. Your light is on. It has always been on. Now you are learning to keep it on consciously, deliberately, with full awareness of what you are radiating and why it matters. I want to ask you something, and I want you to sit with it genuinely rather than answering it quickly. What would your life look like if your aura were broadcasting at full coherence? If the signal you were radiating was the clearest, strongest, most intentional expression of who you actually are for the next year. Not what would you achieve, not what would you acquire. What would your life feel like? What quality of experience would you be living? What kinds of people would be drawn into your field? What opportunities would reality be assembling around you? What would it feel like to wake up each morning and know that your broadcast is clear, that your signal is strong, that your aura is radiating the frequency of who you are rather than the frequency of who you were afraid you might be? Feel that for a moment. Let it be real in your body. Let your heart field expand around it. Let your aura broadcast it right now as if it is already true. Because in quantum terms, when you genuinely feel a future reality in your present body, you are not pretending. You are broadcasting the frequency of that reality to the quantum field. And the quantum field is beginning to assemble around it. This is not wishful thinking. This is not magical thinking. This is the practical application of quantum mechanics to your personal energy field. You are a quantum observer. What you observe with genuine feeling, with real heart coherence, with the full electromagnetic power of your heart field. You are collapsing from probability into actuality. You are not imagining a future. You are participating in its creation. Your aura is the instrument of that participation. And it is more powerful than you have been told, more precise than you have imagined, more intimately connected to the structure of reality than most people ever discover. You are not trying to manifest something from outside yourself. You are radiating something from inside yourself. Your actual frequency, your genuine coherence, your real and measurable electromagnetic signal. And reality is assembling around that radiation. It always has been. The only question is whether the radiation has been conscious or unconscious, chosen or inherited, clear or fragmented. Tonight, you are choosing. Tonight, in this window, with your field in this elevated state of coherence, you are making the choice to radiate consciously, to broadcast intentionally, to be, in the fullest quantum sense, the signal you want reality to respond to. That choice is the most powerful thing you can do, not because someone told you it would work, because the physics says it will work, because the electromagnetic reality of your own heart field says it will work, because the quantum mechanics of consciousness and observation and the collapse of probability into actuality says it will work. Your light is real. Your field is active. Your signal is clear. And now you know it. Let me give you something to carry with you from this video. A practice you can do every single day. Something that takes less than 5 minutes, and that, if you do it consistently, will fundamentally change the baseline coherence of your aura within 30 days. It is called the morning signal practice, and it is the single most important thing you can do to sustain the shift you have made in this window. Every morning, before you check your phone, before you engage with anyone else's energy, before you let the demands of the day begin to shape your field, take 5 minutes to consciously set your signal. Sit up in bed or move to a quiet place. Place your hand on your heart. Take 3 slow breaths, each one slower than the last. And then do the coherence signal practice from earlier in this video. Breathe through your heart. Bring genuine appreciation into your chest. Let your field shift into coherence. Then, from that place of coherence, set your intention for the day. Not a to-do list, a frequency. How do you want your aura to broadcast today? What quality do you want to radiate? What signal do you want to send to the quantum field and to everyone whose field you will encounter? Feel it. Don't just think it. Let it be real in your body. Let your heart field encode it. Let your aura broadcast it outward from the very beginning of your day. This takes 5 minutes, and it changes everything. Because when you start your day with a conscious broadcast, when you set your signal before the day's circumstances have a chance to set it for you, you are not just doing a morning practice. You are establishing the baseline frequency of your entire day. You are choosing what your aura will radiate, and therefore what reality will assemble around you before the first challenge or demand or distraction has had a chance to pull you back into unconscious broadcasting. Your morning signal is your most powerful daily practice. 5 minutes every morning before anything else. Do this for 30 days and notice what changes, not just in your circumstances, though those will shift, in the quality of your experience, in the feeling of being in your own field, in the sense of being genuinely, consciously, powerfully yourself, broadcasting who you actually are rather than what your circumstances have conditioned you to broadcast. This is the practice that sustains the window. This is what keeps the shift you made tonight from fading back into the old pattern. This is how you turn a quantum window into a permanent change in your baseline broadcast. 5 minutes. Every morning, your hand on your heart, your signal, consciously chosen. That is how you stay in your own light. I want to speak to something that might be present for some of you right now. A voice that has been listening to all of this and has been saying, quietly but persistently, yes, but, yes, but my circumstances are genuinely difficult. Yes, but I have tried things like this before, and they haven't worked. Yes, but I don't know if I believe that my energy field can really change what happens to me. Yes, but I am tired, and I have been working on myself for a long time, and I am not sure I have the energy for another practice, another shift, another attempt. I hear that voice. I honor it. It is not your enemy. It is your protective mechanism, the part of your aura that has learned to be cautious about hope, because hope that gets disappointed hurts. And this part of you has been hurt before and is trying to protect you from that. But I want to offer you something to consider. That voice, that yes, but is itself a frequency. It is a broadcast. And when it is the loudest signal in your field, the quantum field responds to it. It assembles circumstances that confirm the yes. But it provides evidence that things don't change, that practices don't work, that your circumstances are genuinely fixed, not because the voice is right, but because the voice is broadcasting. And the quantum field is faithful to your signal. You don't need to silence the voice. You don't need to argue with it, or overcome it, or make it wrong. You just need to choose in this moment to let another signal be louder, to let the frequency of genuine possibility, not forced positivity, not performed optimism, but the real, felt, body-level experience of what it would feel like if this were true. Be the signal that your heart field broadcasts. Even if the yes, but voice is still there. Even if it is running in the background. Even if you are not entirely sure. You can choose in this moment to let the frequency of openness be louder than the frequency of protection. That is all that is required. Not certainty, not the absence of doubt. Just the choice to let openness be louder than protection for long enough to feel the shift in your field. And if you feel the shift, even a small one, even just a slight warming in your chest, a slight expansion in your field, then you have your evidence. Not because someone told you it would work, because your own body told you, because your own aura told you, because the measurable, physical, electromagnetic reality of your own heart field shifted, and you felt it. Your field knows. Even when your mind doubts, your field knows. Trust it. Now let me bring this transmission toward its close, because we have covered a great deal of ground together. And I want to make sure you leave with the most important things held clearly. Here is what we have moved through today. Your aura is a real, measurable, quantum mechanical, electromagnetic field generated primarily by your heart and nervous system. It broadcasts your actual frequency to the quantum field, which responds by assembling reality around your signal. Most people broadcast unconsciously, radiating patterns of fear, lack, and inherited conditioning without knowing it. A conscious broadcast is infinitely more powerful than an unconscious one. There are quantum windows in time, moments when the coherence between your personal field and the larger field of possibility is elevated, when the barriers to quantum tunneling are thinner, when the shift you make carries a force that ordinary moments don't provide. You are in one of those windows right now. Your aura contains quantum correlations, entanglements formed in significant past experiences that are still active in your broadcast, still drawing your field toward old frequencies, even when your conscious mind has moved past them. Updating these correlations through genuine, embodied, felt integration rather than intellectual processing is one of the most powerful things you can do for your energy field. The practices we did together today, the coherence signal, the signal reset, and the quantum update, are not one-time events. They are tools for ongoing conscious radiance. Use them. Return to them. Let them become your default way of relating to your own energy field. And the morning signal practice, 5 minutes, every morning, hand on your heart, conscious broadcast before the day begins, is the single most important daily practice for sustaining the shift you have made in this window. Your light is on. It has always been on. You have been glowing your whole life. Tonight, you got to see it. If you feel called to return to this transmission, and some of you will, because certain things land differently the second time, when your field is in a different state of readiness, the moments when it will reach you most deeply are the quiet ones, the stillness of early morning before the day begins, or the softness just before sleep, when your field is most open and receptive. Those are the moments when this kind of work goes deepest. And if someone came to mind while you were watching, someone whose light you can see is ready to be reminded of itself, send this to them. That act of sharing is its own radiance practice. When you say to someone, "I see your light," through the simple gesture of passing this along, you are activating their awareness of their own field. And that recognition creates a resonance between your auras that strengthens both. Every time this reaches a new field, the coherence in this space grows. You are not just watching a video. You are contributing to a collective luminosity. Now shine. Not because you should, not because you are trying to attract something, not because you are performing a version of yourself that you think the quantum field will reward. Shine because that is what you are. Shine because the electromagnetic field of your heart, in a state of genuine coherence, is one of the most beautiful and powerful instruments in the known universe. Shine because the quantum field is waiting for your clear signal and has been waiting for it your whole life. Shine because the people who will be changed by your radiance, the ones whose fields will shift when they encounter yours, the ones who will feel something in your presence that they cannot name but will carry with them. Those people need your light, not the performed version, the real one. Your aura is active. Your signal is clear. Your broadcast is conscious. You stepped through the window. Welcome to your own light. I want to hear from you in the comments. Tell me, what quantum correlation did you feel shift during the quantum update practice? What old frequency did you feel begin to update? What did your field feel like after the coherence signal? I read every comment, and I respond to as many as I can, because your field and this field are connected, and what you share here contributes to the coherence of everyone watching. If this transmission reached something real in you, if something in your energy field shifted today, share this video with someone whose light you have been watching, someone you can see is ready for this understanding. Your act of sharing is itself a radiance practice. It is your aura saying, "I see your light too." And that recognition, that genuine electromagnetic acknowledgement from one field to another, is one of the most powerful gifts one human being can give another. And if you want to go deeper, if you want to continue working with your aura's quantum mechanics, with the specific layers of your energy field, with the practices that build and sustain and direct conscious radiance, subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications. Because this is a continuing transmission. This is an ongoing exploration of what your energy field is, how it works, and how to use it consciously. And every video is another layer of the same essential truth. You are a radiating field of quantum energy. And the moment you become conscious of your signal, everything changes. Everything. Your light is on. It has always been on. Now you know it. And knowing changes everything.